What's good, team? Right now, I'm bringing you guys another top 10 video today. In this week's top 10 video, I'm going to be talking about 10 tips to give you guys for going to your first local event. Because there are a lot of players who ask me, Chris, do you have any tips for going to locals for the first time? It's like they don't care about the YCS, they don't care about the regionals or nationals. I've done videos on that in the past. So this tip is going to be for the starting player who just wants to go out to either a new locals because they went to a new city, or it's somebody who just getting into the game and they want to go to locals for the first time. So like I always tell you guys, without further ado, let's begin. Without wasting too much time, I'm going to start off with number 10 tip. Never leave a bag on the table unattended. Now, this is something I see a lot in the community where new players go to locals for their very first time and their shit gets stolen. Reason being, they think they're at home or they think they're with their friends, where they can leave their bag on the table, walk away, come back. It's like, no, nigga, this shit, it don't work that way. You're not at school. You can't leave your cards on the table, go say hey to Susie or Bill or whoever the fuck your friends are, and come back. Your shit will get stolen locals. It happens. No matter if you're in the most uppity neighborhoods in the world, or no matter if you're at that ratchet locals that predominantly a lot of ghetto motherfuckers go to. You gotta keep your eyes on your stuff. Like, yeah, you might go to some locals and people say, hey man, like I tell people all the time, like, hey, don't leave your bag on the table. I've told a lot of young players in high school and grammar school that, because I'm like, I don't want your stuff against folks. I'm just that good of a nigga. But if I was who I used to be back when I was 13, 14, even, I guess I could say, nah, I stopped stealing around 15. 15, your shit would've got stolen. So never leave your bag on the table unattended, because there are a lot of players who will steal your shit. Number 9, bring trades. Now, I cannot stress this enough. A lot of people go to locals and they do not bring trades. And it kind of sucks, because if you're a new player and getting into the game and you want to go to locals for the first time, you might have a lot of good stuff that a lot of players like me want. You might have the desires, you might have whatever you want, and you might be able to trade the cards for complete decks. Like pot of desires are what, $100? A lot of casual players who are going to locals for the first time just want to play their Bylon whatever deck. And you can trade that one card for an entire deck. So never leave your trades at home. Never just bring your deck just to duel. Bring trades to have fun and trade with people. Great. If you're going to sell cards, sell outside of the store. There are a lot of times I've seen locals with a lot of people, new players come in, they try to sell inside the store because maybe their old shop used to let them sell in the store. Maybe they're just used to selling cards at school. When you guys go to a business, you got to realize you cannot sell cards inside of the store. I mean, I guess it's kind of common sense, but a lot of people don't know this, so I guess I wanted to bring it up. If you're going to sell cards, say, hey, let's go outside. I'll sell you this card outside. And once you become comfortable enough with people in the store, maybe you can slide the money in their binder like most people do anyway. So always sell outside the store. Number 7, do your best. I mean, it's a new locals. It's your first time going to this place. You might scrub out. I remember back when I was a kid, my first local tournament I went to, I did bad. But I won my first 2 rounds, which was pretty cool, and I had a lot of fucking fun. So just do your best. Don't stress it. I mean, winners don't happen overnight. It takes time and practice. I mean, you might go to a shitty locals or a locals that's not that great. You might just win and just win on out, or you might just be that good of a player. But on average, if you go to a competitive locals and you've never been to locals in your life, you're new to the competitive Yu-Gi-Oh scene, you're gonna get your ass kicked. You're gonna lose. So make sure, guys, to just do your best and remember, have fun. Number 6, do not get discouraged. I repeat, do not get discouraged. I've seen a lot of people, even veteran players, they go to locals, they want to play an event, they see X, Y, and Z competitive player they might know from a YCS, YouTube deck profile. Hell, I've been having many times where people saw me on YouTube, or they saw me when I get my gadget top back in 2014. They played me and they're like, oh fuck, I know this guy's good. I gotta make sure I don't fuck up that dude. Woosah. Relax. Don't get discouraged. Just like you can lose, they can lose. So just make sure when you go into that event, be confident. Anybody who you play, just treat them like they're your little brother, your little sister, or your friends at school. Don't treat them like they're royalty, because Yu-Gi-Oh is a game based on 2 things: little skill, a lot of luck, and the die roll at this current point. So shit can go bad for them, and honestly, when the little skill do take place, you want to make sure you're on your P's and Q's and thinking clearly, so do not get discouraged. Number 5, study the meta. Now, a lot of people do not do this enough when they go to locals. You might be a veteran player, you might go to a different town, and you might be getting back into the game, but you don't know what the hell the meta is. So study the meta, look at them online, see what decks are winning, see what decks are topping, and that way you'll know how to combat the meta at the locals with your side deck, and you might be able to even tweak your main deck for said locals. Great example, what a lot of players do, and I do this sometimes as well when I'm at locals or I go to new locals, I'll walk around, do a little perimeter walk, just to see how duels are going, and see what people are playing. Then I can modify my deck to before the tournament to see, okay, I know player X is playing fucking Barrier Sun, or I know they're playing this is a heavy metal foes locals. I know what the side deck, know what the main deck, and it can just give you an advantage. So, you know, study the meta, and then you should do great. Number 4, practice online or with friends. Now, this is very important as well because practice makes best, like I always tell you guys. I say 30 to 40 hours a week. If you're a really, really busy person working 40 hours a week, 20 hours a week in your spare time can do you good as well. 30 to 40 hours a week if you don't have if you just want to be the best and top almost every event you go to, because that's what players like Patrick Coben and Billy Brake and Jeff Jones in their prime all do. Not saying that those players aren't good now, but back in their day, hell, even back in my Naruto days when I was in my card game prime, I was doing pretty good. Got 3 major event tops in Naruto, while my team pretty much topped every event they went to, and we all practice 30 to 40 hours a week minimum. So I preach the practice. Practice makes best. So if you're busy, 20 hours. If you're not that busy of a person, still kind of young, you don't got a lot of responsibilities, try to get that 30 to 40 hours a week on a real job. Because just like basketball, football, you got to put in the time and effort to make yourself do well at these tournaments and etc. Same thing with gaming events. It's the same thing universal. Put in the time and effort, you're going to do well. Number 3, eat before the event. Now, this is another big one. A lot of players go to tournaments, and guess what they don't do? They don't eat, they rush, they get up, they eat their breakfast. They're so hyped for their first Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. They forget to eat their breakfast, they go to the local shop. Shop might sell chips, snacks, which could get you by, but man, I don't know. Eating chips on an empty stomach will fuck my stomach up. Eating candy on the instant will fuck my stomach up. It make my stomach hurt. Old people problems. So you guys gotta make sure you eat a nice hearty meal. Eat some eggs, some breakfast, or whatever. Eat something that's gonna stabilize you for the event. The last thing you want to do is go to a store and get hungry and buy a bag of chips and try to live off that. Your brain's not gonna function properly. I mean, you might be able to get away with it if you're still a little younger. I remember when I was a little younger, I was able to eat chips, hot chips on an empty stomach and be fine. Well, when you get a little older, that shit fucks with you. Trust me on that one. So even before you get to the event, and you're good to go. Number 2, bring water or coffee. Now this is a big one for me because I love coffee. I love caffeine, and coffee is known to help you focus. A lot of people in the gaming industry, like for Street Fighter and stuff, they drink caffeine, coffee, or energy drinks. G Fuel is one of the things that people drink to get their extra boost. People in the fitness industry drink pre-workout before their workouts to get them focused for their workout and get them hyped and energized. So get some caffeine in your system and get some water in your system to help you keep on your P's and Q's and help you stay focused for that tournament. And last but not least, number one tip I have you guys for going to these events: have fun and socialize. I've been saying have fun for the entire top 10 of this video, but the main thing is to have fun, socialize, meet new friends. Don't take it too seriously. You're going to win the tournament, but at the same time you're going to have fun and make new alliances, at least in my personal opinion, because for me growing up, locals was a big factor into me meeting a lot of my old friends who I used to hang out with, and a lot of my new friends who I see on the local scene today. So tell me what you guys think about this topic in the comment section down below. As always, tell you guys if you're a new viewer to the channel, I'd love for you to subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. I mainly upload 3 days a week, but I'm on an upload every day a week basis now, hopefully, if I can get them out every day. So yeah, this is Chris from Team Innovation, and I am signing out. Peace guys, and stay innovative. Deuces. Also, make sure to check out the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Side of Dimensions sneak peek clip. I had it before this video. Probably have an annotation for it right here. So yeah, Team Innovation signing out. Peace guys, stay innovative.